Hello, everyone. My name is Jason Lynch. I am the Chief Operations Officer for Fair Share Gold Service, and I'd like to take a few minutes with you right now and go through the Heart of Gold Program Advisor Overview. This is a program for people to get involved with us who want to support their charity or charities that they may know of who are looking for new and creative ways to fundraise. So there were 5 aspects that I'd like to talk about. The first one is just welcoming you aboard. The second one is getting you comfortable so that you can get started in making these introductions. And for that, we're going to talk about how the Heart of Gold program works a little bit and what the charity gets. And then finally, how you benefit from the program. So I want to thank you for your participation, and we're here to help you and get feedback from you. If you need anything from us, feel free to contact us in the few different ways that we have for you to do that. And if you have not yet joined the program, go ahead and go to heartofgoldprogram.com and go to the Support My Charity tab, put in your information, and that will pull you into our system and assign you your own unique advisor number so that you can have charities associated with your record, and you have that exclusive right to contact that charity for a period of time, and we know that that charity is being taken care of. So let's talk about how to get started with making these introductions. So this is the first step, is just receiving this training, making sure that you go through the talking points and feel comfortable with everything. We want you to go ahead and select your top 3 charities so that we understand who people are contacting. These top 3 charities should be charities who you have an inside track to the decision maker of the charity. So anyone that you have good relationships with, friendship with, someone that would be open to hearing you talk about a program, those are the types of charities we'd like you to contact first. You go ahead and give those charities to us. We'll put them in the system for you, giving you an exclusive right to those charities. We do a conflict check to make sure no one else is covering them, and then we give you the go-ahead to contact them. What we want you to do is, first of all, pique their interest. We want to make sure that they get the right information, but after this training, you'll have the talking points, the ammunition to go ahead and feel confident setting up that initial meeting. You can point them to the website, heartofgoldprogram.com. It's got a wealth of information, but the main thing is we want to set up a meeting with one of our people at Fair Share Gold Service so that they can have a one-to-one communication, get their questions answered, and really understand the program so that we can move forward and make sure that you're associated with that account once it's closed. So let's talk about how the program works a little bit so you have a good understanding. Really, it's a fresh approach to fundraising. We provide a stream of donations from their supporters in gold, silver, and platinum sales, and we do this by giving the charity a turnkey gold drive for them to host, for them to market, and with very little work involved. We know that charities are usually overworked, underpaid, understaffed, so we've created a streamlined system for them to put in place where they have to do very little in order to host a successful gold drive. So getting a gold drive started is very simple. First thing they have to do is enroll in the program. After they do that, they simply have to market to their supporters to send in their gold, and once the supporters are sending in their gold, then they start to benefit from the program. Now, the charity supporters can send in broken, used, unwanted gold, silver, and platinum items. That's done through our secured mailing system, and we process the items and provide the charity with a cash donation, and it's based on the value of the metal itself. So it's really a gold recycling program, silver and platinum as well, but we take the metals and we recycle them, turn it into cash, give that cash to the supporters and the charity. So because the charity has the supporters in mind, they understand their supporters, they know what they want, what they're looking for, what they'll respond to, we have 2 programs for the charity to choose from. The first one is if they think that their supporters would rather just straight donate their items. We've got a giving program for that to take place. The people can send in their ring, chain, or brooch, or whatever it is that they want to cash in, and then 100% donate those jewelry items to the charity. If they feel that the participants would rather participate in some of the funds that's dispersed, we have the sharing program, where if someone were to send in their ring, their chain, their brooch, that they would actually get a check, and then whichever program is chosen, the important thing to note here is that an additional 10% donation from the Heart of Gold program from Fair Share Gold Service goes to that charity. So taking a $500 payout example under the sharing program, $500 goes to the participant who sent in those items, $50 or 10% goes to the charity. If the charity was hosting a giving drive, then the people send in the same amount of stuff. It's valued at $500. $500 goes to the charity. In addition, that 10%, $50 goes to the charity, $550 goes to the charity. So saying those side by side, someone might think, well, why would anyone do anything but the giving program? The charity understands their supporters, and if they think the sharing program is going to yield more results because they participate in the funds, then they can do the sharing program. The giving program is also there for them to choose. So it would be a good idea to go through and give you an inside scoop, just a quick snapshot at the industry that's available right now and how the Heart of Gold program actually adds value to gold buying in general. Right now, the market is that the gold buying companies are structured around maximizing their profits, minimizing customer profits. It's very simple. They have a huge marketing budget. They blast out commercials and Super Bowl ads and things like that. And then they have to give a very low evaluation to the customers. They take in all the items and then they refine it in bulk. How we add value is that we create a charity alliance. That charity markets to their supporters. Those supporters send in their gold without having the high cost of marketing, and we can give a very high evaluation for the gold because we're not incurring those costs. That high evaluation then is more money for the supporters, it's more money for the charity. We take all the items in and we refine it in bulk. That's how we do everything. It's kind of a top-down approach because we understand that protecting the charity's supporters is priority number one. Our entire business is based on that. Our reputation is based on that. So we have a 100% satisfaction guarantee that if, using that example, someone sends in items worth $500 and the person thinks that it's worth more, then they have 10 days to call us and say, you know what, I think that it's worth more. I would like to opt out of this transaction. We say that's absolutely fine. We'll send you your stuff back free of charge, and transaction's done. We don't want anyone coming to us and doing a transaction and having a bad feeling, because then that ultimately goes back to the charity, which then that ultimately comes back to us and we lose business. So we're not in the business to lose business, obviously. So we offer some of the highest values in the industry so that we can save supporters the hassle of any kind of negotiation. We just come out with the best price that we can do. We understand that the charity needs every dollar available. So our goal is to maximize the benefit for them and their supporters. We protect the charity's privacy and the privacy of their supporters. That's an obvious reason. And the charity knows their supporters best. So while we provide an array of suggested tools, ultimately the charity is in complete control of their gold drive. Their gold drive is going to be as successful as they make it in terms of marketing to their supporters and telling them about it. But we provide all the tools necessary to do that, to scripts, to email templates, to banners to put on their websites, things like that, to allow them to do it very easy and turnkey. But that's the only part of this where the charity needs to participate a little bit to get the supporters aware of the program. So in that vein, let's talk about what we give the charity and what they get in the program. So we've got a few different areas here. All the tools that we give them makes this whole thing very turnkey. The first thing we do is we make sure we give them all physical materials. So if it's brochures, printed materials, mailers, the most important thing is that we provide a gold pack. We call it a secure gold pack, and it's a tool for the supporters to then receive everything, have clear instructions, put their items in the Ziploc bag that's protected, put it in the prepaid mailer, send it back to us for evaluation. That's completely done. There's some customizable materials inside there for the charity. We do all of that for them. What also we give them is a portal, a main hub for the charity to send people to. And we do that in the form of a website. We give them a dedicated URL, and it's for their gold drive. Specifically, it's customized with their logo and images and text. And it's a portal, like I said, for supporters to come in, request a gold pack, see how the whole process is transacted, and then be able to send in their items. Also, there's an an estimator on there so that supporters can get an idea of what they could expect to get for their items that they're sending in, so that everyone is armed with enough information to make a decision whether or not to participate. Since we have all that in place, we have a large amount of tracking and reporting available, so we have a high amount of accountability. So we give reports to not only the charity, but we send out statements to the individuals, detailing out line by line the evaluation of each item so that they can have a clear understanding of what took place. So they can make the decision there if they want to keep the transaction in place or not. The charity is provided with detailed information so they can provide donation receipts at the end of the gold drive, which is also very important, and understand where they stand. As the gold drive goes on, week by week, they're sent reports so they can understand, okay, this is the activity that's going on, this is how much money we're making, and this is what we could do to make it even better if we wanted to. All of that is provided as part of the turnkey process. So we also provide them the support that they need in order to feel comfortable with the whole process. So we're very customer oriented, and we have a lot of customer service. So when a charity signs up, they're assigned a personal coach to make sure they get the most out of their gold drive. So we find out how best to contact their supporters, how best to ongoing contact their supporters is just as important. A lot of different things that we've learned along the way in order for their charity to feel comfortable moving forward and have questions along the way, get them answered. So also we provide general support in answering any kind of questions for them or their supporters along the way so that we can maximize their donation stream. So now let's talk about you for a second. When you assist in signing up a charity in this program, you receive a 5% commission on all activity that takes place in that gold drive. So this is sent out in checks monthly to you. Also, it's ongoing passive income for a year, depending on how many times the charity wants to run their gold drive. If it's ongoing for you. If you want to get them to sign up again, then it's ongoing for you once they sign up again. There's a lot of different ways to make very, very good passive income in gold buying without having to launch, host anything, and provide any cash to buy gold yourself. This is a great way to get into gold without having to do that. There's also possible extensions for that time period based on your efforts in the company. So the next steps in getting this whole thing rolling is making sure that we get them enrolled in the program. So again, when you go and talk to charities, the main thing is we want to give them a little bit of information, and we want to get them on the phone to speak with them and give them a one-on-one presentation or a group presentation, whichever they would like, so that they get everything answered, and then we can move forward with them signing up and launching their own gold drive. You can send them to the website, www.heartofgoldprogram.com, or our phone number is listed here, 888-705-FAIR, and we can get on the phone with them right away and get them started. So I want to thank you for listening to this advisor overview for the Heart of Gold program. For further information, go to our website, give us a call, and contact us via email. And if you want to get started, simply go to the website, go to the Support My Charity tab, put in your information, we can get you started right away and get you some passive income going right away. Thank you very much. This is Jason Lynch from Fair Share Gold Service. Have a great day.